Chatty,
What up?
you ready, broski?
Yes, sir.
All right, broski, let's get this show on the road. I know why you chose 3 there, but maybe you're gonna do something different this draft. We'll see. We'll see.
I don't know.
We
I
will
think taking
see.
a McCaffrey at 3 will be a stretch.
You think so? I don't think so. I think you say that, and I think you're gonna do it.
I might.
I think you say that. I think you're trying to have me convince you why not to do that.
I was thinking about trading at 2 and taking either Gibbs or Robin or Bijan, but I don't really have any stock in either of those 2 guys.
Yeah, I agree. Hop in the building. Calvin, I've been watching a lot of your drafts. Excited to catch this one live. Yes, sir. Calvin, glad you're in here. It is all PPR, guys. Let's get this show on the road, man. Let's get this show on the road, gentlemen. We got a lot of people in this building. It's going to be 30 seconds per pick for a little bit, then we'll go to 20 seconds here. We got Frawley at the 1-1, Moogie at the 1-2, Chad here at the 1-3, Pickens at the 1-4. Let me go ahead and put this on the board here. We got Absolute Unit there at the 1-5, guys. Ryan at the 1-6. I'm at the 1-7, of course. Jason at the 1-8. I don't like being that close to Jason, guys. I don't like being that close to Jason. Mookpook at the 1-9, Bonester at the 1-10, Bolton at the 1-11, and Cloak there at the 1-12. Skeet is in the building. Skeet, what's your sleeper name, bro? I always see you in here, but I always forget what's your sleeper name. Okay, Chad, what are you doing here? Oh, I knew you were going to do it. I had a feeling. At that point, I feel like you could have stayed at the... What, where were you?
I was at the 7.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, he definitely wouldn't have made it to you. All right, guys, let's see who I'm going to go here with. I think I know who I'm going to go with, but I think I'm still going to see if that person is going to be solid there. But with that being said, let's go ahead and update all the posts here, gentlemen.
Ooh, I see someone sitting there for you by the name of Jonathan Taylor.
Oh,
you want to know what I noticed?
What did you
know what
notice?
I noticed?
What did you notice?
I've been watching some drafts that you've been in, the expensive ones,
Yeah.
where I'm not in them. You and I draft very similar. When,
no.
Yeah.
You no.
Yeah.
Don't say no. Don't say no.
You take some of my picks.
No.
I saw you take Burrow. I saw you take Jalen Naylor.
No.
I like your strategy when you went 4 straight running backs. I like that.
You like it because I showed it to you. You didn't like it before. I remember our first few drafts together, Chad. I remember them clearly.
And Travis Kelce.
Kelce was my pick. What are you talking about?
Okay, but when you were looking up the tight end rankings and stuff, like I said, did you see my comment? I want to put a parlay and take a lot of those big names like Pitts
and take the over
and Likely and some of those guys and take their overs on receptions and yards.
Yeah, what I will say is you did get me on Naylor and you did put me on Washington. Those are the 2 players I'll give it to you, okay? But I'm pretty sure I put you on the whole running back strategy thing. You know,
through trial and error, you're not wrong. I learned the value of getting a good running back or 2 early.
Yes, sir. And I'm glad you learned it early.
My strategy is 2 of your first 3 picks better be running back.
Yeah. Moogie, that's exactly how I felt. Whitey said that's wild chatter. With Chatter, Superflex wants to manage with CMC more and more this year, signing another running back. Did you guys hear? Deebo Samuel is apparently supposed to be the running back 2 there. Deebo Samuel, running back 2. Did you guys hear about that? I don't know if you guys heard about that.
Some work all over the place, but
yeah, apparently
we'll see.
I don't know how that's gonna go. That's gonna be intriguing to find out. The least is what I will say for sure with that team. All right, guys. With that being said, this is how the first draft goes. I am picking here. I don't know why it's not giving me the sound when I pick. I am gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with Drake London here, guys. I do like Drake or Brock Bowers, maybe. I might go with one of them.
That's a good one too.
It's a decent one too. It's a decent one too. I feel like. All right. Jason's gravitational pull is unmatched. Bro, Jason ended up getting DeAndre Swift at like the 5-7. Now he gets Saquon there at the 2-5. Jason keeps getting these lucky picks. Trey McBride goes off the board. Drake London and Chad. Who are we thinking here, man?
I was thinking
Let me
about
put you
Brock
on.
Bowers.
Let me put you on Javonte Williams real quick. Can I put you on Javonte Williams real quick?
I don't think so because I think I
Okay.
might actually go wide receiver here.
Javonte Williams is a cheaper Chase Brown. Same offense, same running back. If you don't,
I don't know if I
you
love
don't
my
do it.
pick.
You don't do it. All right, that's all right. You know what? You know what? That's all right. That's all right. Nico Collins is not bad, but man, at the 210, in my opinion, a little bit of a stretchy stretch. A little bit of a stretchy stretch. I will say
Yeah.
that. But if that's your guy, you know, if that's your guy, then that's your guy. All right, guys, appreciate everybody for being here, man. Shout out to everybody. Wadi, you had a decent draft last one too, broski. You had a decent draft, above average for sure. All right, Rice goes off the board, 211. Neighbors at the 3-1. Neighbors has been climbing up as well, guys. Let's see what these I feel like Moogie's gonna take Josh Jacobs here. Moogie's a big fan of Josh Jacobs. Hoff is questioning your Nico pick. They want an explanation after. Starting Gibbs, Bowers is so fucking good. Mookie Pookie, I think Trey McBride is better
Yeah.
personally.
I kind
What's
of regret that pick.
What's wrong with Nico is what Skeet Reese is saying. I think he'll be great. He might be great, guys. I'm not saying he's not gonna be great, but we're gonna have Chad explain why
Hey,
he likes Nico.
you're gonna call this one a stretch, but I don't give a shit. I love this pick.
Zay?
I gotta go with my guy because he's not coming back
Zay?
to me.
I told you.
Zay.
I told y'all it was Zay. Did I not call it? Did I not call it?
I love Zay.
I know you love Zay, bro. You want to make sweet love to Zay Flowers.
I know that was a reach, but he was not coming back to me at the 410.
Yeah.
There's no shot in hell.
Yeah, he was definitely not coming back to you at the 410 for sure.
I get it that guys are going to say that I should have gone with Olave or Pickens or Higgins. But Zay Flowers is the workhorse wide receiver one in Baltimore.
I
He
agree
is
with you.
going to get a lot of targets.
I agree with you. I mean, Chris Olave is still available here, guys. I would not mind that at all. Chad
You're going to go another
refusing.
running back. What are you talking about?
Hoff
Josh
says-
Jacobs is just hitting there.
And he goes, Olave's not a bad, but even with Josh Jacobs
And
sitting
you're
there,
taking Josh Jacobs.
I'm not taking Josh Jacobs. I am not taking Josh
Ooh.
Jacobs, guys. I have somebody above Josh Jacobs, and his name is Tucker Kraft,
I
guys. But I'm not taking him right now.
know.
I am taking
What
Javonte. I almost got you there, did I? All right, but I am taking Javonte Williams here at the 3-7. I just love the value with Javonte here. Moogie says
Great
Zay did go in the 5th round in one of our drafts, which was crazy.
That-
You should have been there, bro. You should have been there.
I saw it.
That was insanity. I don't know how that happened there. All right, guys. Kyron goes there off the board as well.
All right. So I drafted him as the 12th wide receiver off the board.
And he finished as wide receiver 7.
7 last year.
And his
I think he's gonna
situation
be improved.
Did
Yeah.
not get worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if we're actually taking a look at it, if all the wide receivers stay healthy, he took him as wide receiver 14. If all the wide receivers stay healthy, he finishes wide receiver 14, correct?
Or better. I think he's a very strong candidate to get 10 targets a game.
I'm not saying he's not a strong candidate for that.
And that's what I want to see. I want receivers that are going to get 10 targets.
Yeah, I feel like if you want a receiver like that, you should take Lad McConkey. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Laddie
you're
Batty.
not wrong there.
Because there's just no competition there. But Zay Flowers is still amazing, guys. There's no competition there. They drafted Elijah Starrett, I think, and they drafted Jacoby Lane there, but I don't think they're gonna do much, to be honest.
And I also think people underestimate Nico Collins. I really do.
Yeah, talk to us about the Nico Collins pick, because Skeet was a little confused about that. No, not Skeet. Hoff was confused about the Nico Collins pick, but Skeet did like it there. How do you feel about Nico Collins? Tell me why you like him.
I like him. I mean, He's the wide receiver one on his team. He's going to get the most targets on his team. I get that there is other talent on Houston, but I think Nico Collins has proven himself of being a good wide receiver. He was the wide receiver 8 last year. So I had my 2 wide receivers were the wide receiver 8 and the wide receiver 7 last year.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that last year means this year, but
I agree. If
I don't know.
if you were saying that, you would have chose George Pickens. You know what I mean? But you're not saying that. What I will say is,
I'm a Cowboys hater. That's the other part.
hey,
I don't like the Cowboys.
the greatest
But
game that I ever
I
watched in
acknowledge
my
that
life.
Javonte Williams is good for fantasy.
The greatest game I ever watched in my life was when the Packers went to Dallas as a 7th seed in the playoffs and just fucking dominated them. And that was probably the greatest game I ever watched there. I loved what I was seeing. Devontae Smith is available here at the 4-6. I absolutely love that. You guys know how high I'm on Devontae Smith this year. Ladd McConkey was also available here.
I had him queued up.
But yeah,
I
dude,
got a couple guys queued up.
yeah,
right now.
there's a lot of value here, guys. Josh Allen off the board there. Calvin says insane running back room for the team at the
I have
back
a
end
guy I
turn.
really want.
Cloak does
I have
have
a guy I really
Hampton,
want.
Chase Brown. This guy could make it to you if Pickens doesn't
I think
take him,
he's going
but
to.
he is going to, I
he's
think,
going
as well.
to.
But he also needs a
No.
running back here. I
I
don't know.
think he's gonna
I'm not
take my
gonna say any
guy.
names, Pickens, but
I
if
don't
this
think
guy
he's gonna
makes it
take my
back to
guy.
him, it's gonna be
I'll be
crazy.
It might not be
No,
who you think.
Oh, Ladd. I was thinking Ladd.
It was between Ladd and this guy.
Waddle. Oh, Monty. Okay, no, that's fine. I like Waddle.
I just secured my second running back, and now I might go a third here.
Yeah, I don't blame you there at all for that. I really don't mind Ladd, but
Ooh.
you chose David Montgomery over Quinshon Judkins, broski. Talk to me about that. Why do you like Dave Monty over Judkins there?
I should have maybe taken Judkins, but I don't know. I just like David Montgomery. He was relevant when he was an RB2, and now he's an RB1.
That is true, but that O-line, man, that O-line is probably one of the worst O-lines in the league. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I have a weird feeling that he's going to get a lot of work.
And I agree with that as well. With CJ Stroud.
My goal is for him to average 15 carries a game, 5 targets a game, and touch 1,000 yards rushing. That's my goal for him.
I respect that. And you chose Scary Terry there as well. I actually don't mind that whatsoever. I do think Scary Terry could be very, very valuable there. Bucky Irving analysis, please. Can you both tell me what you think? I got you there, Waddy. Scat says, would you take Rice, Neighbors, Pickens, and Rice? I'm very high on Rice this year, guys. I am very high on Rice
over Pickens.
I like Rice over Nico as well, personally.
I'm high on Neighbors. Neighbors would have been tempting had he been there when I took Zay Flowers.
Guys, Mike Evans here is available. The problem with Mike Evans, man, is just he's 33 and he's already having injury concerns.
There's some really good receivers out there.
You know what I mean?
Jameson Williams, Roma Dunze.
I love Devontae Adams this year. I love Devontae Adams this year.
He's got another year in him.
I do think he has another year in him. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. Do not get me wrong whatsoever. Okay, let's talk about the Bucky. My bad. Let's not get sidetracked here. How do you feel about the Bucky? What's your Bucky take this year?
I don't know how to feel about that situation. I don't know who's getting the workload, and that makes me nervous, especially for where he's being drafted. I would rather have a Montgomery, a Judkins, a Tootin. I think those guys are established that they're going to get a lot more workload. I'm not saying that Bucky can't turn out to be something good, but I think he's just a risk in the 4th round. And I don't want to take risks in these early rounds.
Dude, I don't blame you there at all for that. But I don't think what's the word for it? If Bucky stays healthy, guys, we know what he's capable of. But the problem is, guys, mental issues. Like Bucky is suffering from some mental issue. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but those are hard to those are kind of hard to beat, guys, as unfortunate as that is. I know he's also dealing with a shoulder injury. I don't know exactly what's going on in there, but Yeah. All right. I personally would take Bucky. Probably after Monty, after Judkins, after Swift, after Tuden, right before Travion Henderson is where I would take Bucky Irving. But that's just my personal thing. All right. Hello. All right. All right, guys. With that being said, how do you feel about the fifth round there?
Hold on, I'm coming back to my phone
It
here.
is coming back to you.
How do I feel about the fifth round? Some really good picks. I like the Tootin pick. I like my McLaurin pick. DJ Moore. I kind of like your Devontae Adams pick.
But you
Tyler
like
Warren,
Mike
that's good
Evans.
value.
You do like Mike Evans over
I do
Devontae
like
Adams,
Mike
right?
Evans. I like a lot of the picks in this round. I
Do you?
still think people are going a little early on quarterbacks, but ooh,
Yeah.
you're on the clock
I
here.
am on
What are
the
you
clock here,
thinking?
guys. I don't need any more
You need
running
to
backs
start getting a
here.
tight end a little bit earlier.
I
That's the one thing I've noticed with you.
know, but man,
I'm not saying right now. I'm not saying right now, but earlier than the 10th round,
I
I think you
think
should consider it maybe at the 8.
I think if Marv
Six
doesn't do
before
anything,
the tight
guys,
end run.
I think I am screwed because I have so much Marv, guys. I have so much Devontae. I have so much, but like so many of these players I have as my most drafted players. So Marv does genuinely scare me. So I don't know exactly how that's gonna go. But with that being said, you're coming up on the board. Harvey is here, and I know you want a guy here, and I know you're waiting for him. Um, I do.
Yeah, well, I
Are,
have a couple different ideas here.
no, there's only one option, and if Pickens doesn't take him, you take him. You take Tony Pollard here. There's no way you don't take him.
That's who I had queued up.
I think that should be the top of your queue there, personally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
do
mean,
have a lot of Tony Pollard stock.
and
I think it's a safe bet
I don't blame you for
versus
that,
some of
bro.
these other guys around there.
Yeah, I really don't blame
Now
you
the
for
question
that.
is, is what do I do on the turnaround?
Kyle Pitts, I don't know if he'll make it back to you, to be honest with you.
Oh, he'll make it back.
You think so?
Yeah,
Okay,
there's no
that's a
doubt.
solid take.
Moogie's not taking Pitts,
I'm not saying
and
Moogie's gonna.
I won't
No, no,
even
no, no,
and
not
I
at the
won't even be mad.
7-3. I'm talking about at the 8-10.
Yeah. Oh, Burrow went kind of early.
Burrow did
That
go early.
took me by surprise.
Calvin said, "Am I crazy for being one of the only people drafting Brooks over Hubbard?" I think you are a little crazy for that, to be totally honest with you. Brooks hasn't solidified anything yet. It's just a hype right now. It's just a hype right now.
Pierce is hurt to start the season.
He is.
I like Josh Downs a lot. Fresh contract. He's gonna get early work.
Wow.
I took him
Josh
a little early.
Downs. Coming back to you, that's for sure. He's not coming back to the 8-10.
Yep,
Downs is
that's the guy I want. I'm
Downs is
sticking with it.
usually a late 7th, early 8th round kind of player. If he does come to the middle of the 8th or the late 8th, it's just because
That's
people
who I
don't
want.
see him. The only time I take Downs is if I have Alec Pierce, and I have a lot
This
of
guy's
Alec Pierce.
this
So
guy's not coming back to me. I should have maybe taken Makai Lemon, but
uh,
I know he's not
yeah,
coming back to me. But that's who I maybe should have taken instead. But I don't really like any of the running backs here. Tight end, I'm going to be patient. Quarterback, I kind of wanted Burrow, but I'm going to be patient with quarterback this draft, unless someone good falls.
I mean, I don't blame you for being patient, to be honest. I took Jalen Hurts last draft at the 9-10 in a 2-flex league. This is a 3-flex league. So we do have to be a little bit concerned with that. I do take Marvin and Michael Wilson there. I will tell you guys why I did that. It's just if Marvin gets hurt, I feel like Michael Wilson is going to be a league winner. But the problem is Marvin Harrison does need to get hurt. I don't like taking wide receivers of the same team, but we will see how this ends up turning out. Blows my mind that Love isn't drafted more. He has such a. It's not about that Waddy. I love Jordan Love. It's just that I wouldn't take Jordan Love at the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th when I know I could get him in the 14th and the 15th round. You know what I mean? Even like if I love a play, like I love Dalton Schultz this year. People are sleeping on Dalton Schultz. I try to get him in every super flex league possible, bro. People sleep on Dalton Schultz. And he was a top 10 tight end last year, and nothing, the situation hasn't changed, you know. He's still going to be catching a lot of balls there. So, but I'm not going to take Dalton Schultz there at the 10th round. Why would I do that when I could get him in the 14th round for free? You know what I mean? Because I remember Waddy when you took Jordan Love once, really early. So, all right. I know you're not paying too close to sleepers predicted points, but Josh Allen's projected to get. Yeah, Juwan Jennings was projected to get that last year in the first game. That's why I had a lot of Juwan Jennings. I just really liked his statistics with Juwan Jennings. Sleeper was high on him. Vegas was high on him, but he didn't really do much. You guys remember I had so much Juwan Jennings last year, and he didn't really end up doing much. Unfortunate as that was. All right, guys, I am picking here pretty soon. Let's go ahead and take a look at who I'm gonna take here. Oh, Jonathan Brooks goes off the board there.
I didn't think he was going to make it back to me,
He
but I was
wasn't because I was
hoping.
gonna take him. Guys, I really don't know who to take here. I really don't know who to take here, guys. I really don't. I won't snipe you. I'm gonna take Jacoby Myers here. I just need it's a 3 flex league,
Keep
so I
your
won't snipe
mouth,
you there.
keep your mouth shut.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I won't snipe you. That's all I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah,
I
know,
could
but
have.
just don't even
I
say his
could have.
name. Don't even say his
I
name.
could have. I could have.
I know you could have. I know
You know,
you could have.
but then don't snipe my guy there at the 9-3. Can we agree on that?
Okay.
Okay.
If we're on the same page.
Okay, we're on the same page. Guys, we have a little bit of an. Okay, take Pitts here. But leave my guy. Leave my guy. You know who my guy is.
What if I go back to back?
Yeah, you said you weren't gonna do it. You said you weren't gonna do it.
Fine.
All right, we'll
fine.
see. We'll see how it ends up turning out. Maybe
I got
someone else.
another.
Maybe someone. There's some dirty snipers out here, guys. There's some dirty snipers out there. Welcome to the 1-7. If Pierce isn't ready for week 1, that projection makes sense. That's true, Moogie. If Pierce isn't ready, that projection makes sense. If he is, the projection doesn't make too much sense. But yeah. Let's see.
I like Coker. That's a good pick. That's who I was probably going to pick on the turnaround. Now I got somebody
And
else in
KC
mind.
goes off the board as well. Talk to us about who you have going off the board here.
Well, I can't give away my pick.
Dude, Moogie's not watching, bro. Moogie's not gonna snipe you.
And I don't think he is either, but I'm not
No,
going to say
he's
his
watching.
name.
No, Moogie's definitely watching.
Oh, okay. That's not.
I was trying to bait you, but it didn't work. All right, Aaron Jones. Who are you thinking here? Oh, you took Aaron Jones there.
Yeah,
I don't know how much I love that in your flex. I mean, in your bench.
on my bench. Yeah,
You know, he's got. You need your bench for the later end of the season, not the beginning of the season. That's how I'm seeing it, at least. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
All right,
I know
but
who I wanted to
actually,
take.
I feel like
know
you
who
should
I
have took
wanted
Jordan
to take.
Mason there. I feel like you should have took Jordan
I
Mason
know
there.
who I wanted to
Okay,
take.
you could have took somebody else there too. It's not like there was
I know
only
who I
one.
wanted to take.
It wasn't like there was only one guy available
I know
to
there's
you.
one guy that I really
I
had
don't
in
think there was
mind.
one guy available to you. Okay, I think there was other guys available too in that position.
Oh yeah, there's lots of guys available. But I
Yeah,
don't know about
that's
best available.
hey. All
I
right.
know what you're gonna do.
But I will say, why don't you like Kittle? Why don't you like Kittle over this guy?
I like Kittle, but I think Kittle's hurt right away.
He is, but
And what was this guy's? What was this guy last year?
it doesn't really matter what this guy was last year because a lot of the tight ends were hurt. Sam Laporta was hurt. Tucker Kraft was hurt. Brock Bowers was hurt. If they were all healthy, this guy would be probably not tight end 9. The issue, I mean, I'm gonna take this guy. Don't get me wrong. It's Travis Kelce, guys. The problem is I do like George Kittle over Kelce, but we just don't know how long Kittle is going to be injured for. Whitey said that's why I picked my bench. Bunch of guys with path to starter points if something happens. I agree. Jordan Addison goes there at the 98. I'm not high on Jordan Addison at all, guys. How do you guys feel about Jordan Addison this year? Let me know. With that being said, we are going to be going to 20 seconds per pick starting round. Let me put that in here. Starting round 10, guys. We are going to 20 seconds per pick starting round 10. Make sure you guys stay ready for that. And, you know, we're going to start doing team reviews as well. All right, George Kittle does go there off the board.
To like round 12.
I will, you know, I'll do some of the reviews, you know. I'll do my thing. All right. Let me see. All right. How do you feel about the round 9 so far? Talk to me about round 9.
Let's see. I like the Kittle pick. I like your pick with Kelsey. I like the Bill pick and my pick. But yeah, a lot of these other guys, they're just coin flips, or like something has to happen for them to be put into a situation to be relevant.
Yeah, I don't agree with you. I mean, I don't disagree with you on that as well. With that being said, Brian Robinson goes off the board, Matthew Golden there, and then Woody Marks goes off the board as well. We are looking some quarterbacks, maybe some tight ends, maybe. Chris Rodriguez, Jalen Hurts. This is why I don't like
was gonna
drafting
pick
next to you. This is all right, man. That's the only guy that I wanted to come back to me, guys. That's the only guy that I wanted to come back to me.
That's what she said.
Whoa.
Oh, come on, dude.
I'm gonna take Diggs there. I mean, I
Not
can't
a
even
bad
use
pick.
I can't even use a lifeline here.
That's not a
Can't
bad
even,
pick.
I
Why do
can't
you
even
need a
use a
lifeline?
lifeline there.
Oof, oof. Back to back. Oh,
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 3 in a row.
oh,
3 in a
bang,
row.
bang, 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 bang,
Ouch.
bang. It's back to back to back to back snipe there, broski. Dak Prescott. Okay, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
Oof.
All right,
That
guys.
was rough.
We are gonna. Yeah, that was. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. You know, there's some good quarterback value. So I would take Herbert over Dak Prescott personally. How do you feel about that take?
I would agree with that.
Okay, I respect it. I respect it. Uh, why'd you take Prescott then? Just to diversify?
It was a panic pick.
Yeah, 20 seconds makes your blood start rushing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I saw the 3 guys that I had queued up go out. Bang, bang, bang.
That's how it goes, boys. That is how it goes. All right, guys. With that being said, we are starting to do reviews, guys. If anybody wants to review at all, anyone want reviews? If anyone wants to review, let me know. Concepcion is a good, yeah, but he didn't come back to me. He didn't come back to me, bro. KC went at the 9-1. KC, I could not get KC. All right. Wow. Herbie, Shaheed. I mean, I could get either of this guy here, and I'll be happy, to be honest. I'll get either of this guy, and I'll be happy. T-Law or Jackson Dart? Who do you have over who?
Right now I got Trevor Lawrence, but I could see Jackson Dart. It's a coin flip, but right now I see Trevor Lawrence doing better.
Guess
That
why I
offense
have.
looks high powered.
Guess why I took T-Law. Because I'm stacking him with Jacoby Myers, baby. Bang, bang, bang! Y'all didn't see that coming, did y'all?
I don't know how much I love Jacoby Myers.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I think Parker Washington's probably going to be their top receiver.
Yeah. All right, guys. Chad, can you review Jason's team real quick there at the 1-8? So he has a different perspective than me.
All right, at the 1-8. I love it. I just love that strategy of boom, 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 boom.
Boom, boom.
The only one I don't necessarily love is Kyron Williams. I would have rather had Josh Jacobs there. Just because of the whole Kyron Williams in a work timeshare. You have decent wide receivers. Not great, but not terrible. You have a great tight end, a good quarterback. If you could somehow make a trade for a wide receiver, this team would be great. You are a trade away from being an 8.5 to a 9. But right now, I'm going to put it at an 8.
I love this team, Jason, but in my opinion, you should have won Devontae Smith or Lad McConkey over Cam Scatterbo. And as much as I love Cam Scatterbo, you need a wide receiver 1 there. Your wide receivers are not trustworthy at all. Yeah, Brian Thomas, Michael Pittman, Jordan Addison, and Jalen Naylor. That's probably the worst wide receiver squad I've seen you draft. I personally don't like any of those. Now, you went with Jonathan Brooks there at the 8-5 as well. I don't think you needed to do that. I think you should
I
have took
love it
another.
though.
I love it. Don't get me wrong, but I think you should have done something else there. I personally don't like your wide receiver squad at all. I'd probably give that team probably a 6.2 out of 10 because of the wide receiver room. All right, let me see who's available here, guys.
I know you're not taking my guy.
Oh my God, I don't even know who to take there, guys. Time is so short,
I
and I'm
knew you-
doing reviews. Oh
I knew
my
you were gonna take
goodness.
him, though.
Who?
That's not a bad pick.
Godston? Dude, I didn't want Godston.
Well, that's what you get.
If you do you want Godston?
No,
Oh my God.
I got my guy queued up.
Well, I okay. All right, guys. Let's see. Let's see.
Upsides.
Malik Washington. Oh, Kenyon Sadiq. Dude, Sadiq. I don't even
Could
like
be wide
hearing
receiver
that.
2 on the team.
I
Could
don't
be
even.
wide receiver 2 on the
Sadiq
team.
has. It wasn't even the tight end 1 on his team in college. Do you know that?
You don't draft him where you drafted him to not play him.
Have you? It's the Jets we're talking about. It's not. It's
I'm just
not.
saying.
It's the Jets. You know what I mean? It's not the Chiefs here. It's not the. But in my opinion, I don't think
Oh.
Sadiq's gonna do anything personally. Oh, dude, 3 quarterbacks. It is not a super flex voice. All right, Chad. Let's see. Absolute Unit wants to review as well. Absolute Unit does want to review as well. Can you go ahead and take care of his team, please? He is at the 1-5. He took Puka Nacua.
You got a decent wide receiver room. Trey McBride obviously is great. I don't like where you took Drake May. And I hate your running back room. Like, I absolutely do not like it. There is not one guy that you have in your running back room that I feel confident in. You have, in my opinion, 5 situational running backs where someone has to get hurt in order for them to truly be successful. That being said, I'm going to give this team like a 6-4.
In my opinion, Absolute Unit, you drafted last draft way better than this draft. I think you taking Trey McBride there at the 2-8 really hurts your team. I feel like you should have went with somebody else there instead. And even there at George Pickens at the 3-5, even though you got him at a good value, you don't have any running backs that are start worthy that you can trust. I feel like at that point you should have took Javonte, Kyren Williams, or even Josh Jacobs there instead of George Pickens. And then instead of Bucky Irving, like what sounds better to you? George Pickens and Bucky Irving, or Josh Jacobs and Ladd McConkey? Like you took Bucky Irving here at the 4-8 because you needed a running back. You had to reach for a running back there, so you took Bucky when Ladd McConkey was available. In my opinion, if you took Josh Jacobs here at the 3-5, you could have had Ladd McConkey there at the 4-8. Your team would have been so much better there. But you had to overcompensate for the lack of running backs you had, so you chose that there. But with that being said, let me see who I'm taking here, guys. Sorry about that.
Don't you snipe me.
I will
Don't
not.
You snipe me.
You do not have to worry. I'm gonna get one of my main guys here, guys. I do love Troy Franklin this year. But with that being said, absolutely, I do like your draft last time than this time. This draft is probably I'm gonna because of your running backs that are not trustworthy. If we take a look at your team, right? Whenever you do this, right? Whenever you take a quarterback and a tight end early before round 7, you're gonna have a weak team. As you can see, no one else took a quarterback and a tight end besides you before round 7. Frawley didn't, Moogie didn't, Chad didn't, Pickens didn't, Ryan didn't, I didn't, Jason didn't, Mook did that at the 7-8 turn. That's a little different there. I'm talking about before round 7. No one else did that. There's a reason for that. It's because when you do that, you end up having a weaker team. And in your situation, look at your flex players. You have Kenny Gainwell, who's a running back. So you have Blake Corum, who's a running back. So you have DK Metcalf, who absolutely didn't do anything last year, and we don't know what he's going to do this year. Now that your running backs are also a little bit on the weaker side. But what I will say, man, is if Buck, you chose Kenny Gainwell there because of Bucky Irving, you can start one of them. Then you have Blake Corum there. It's just there's a lot of holes in this team. I don't love it. Your last draft was better. I'm probably gonna give this team a 4.7 out of 10, a little bit below average in my opinion. But shout out to you for being here. I appreciate you. You can't always have great drafts. Sometimes you gotta
Pickens
go all over the place. All
Pickens
right.
took 3 quarterbacks too, and I
Y-
feel like my third best quarterback is better than his best quarterback.
Really? Do you know what I
Tell
think?
me I'm wrong.
Do you know what
Tell
I
me I'm
think?
wrong.
I think
What?
you should have took Emmett Johnson here. All right, guys. With that being said, rate Ryan's team type shit. Ryan, I got you. Chad, can you go ahead and take care of Ryan's team there, please?
Yeah, let's see here. Good receiver room. Taking Josh Allen and taking those receivers. I think you should have taken a running back instead of DJ Moore because I do not like your running back room at all. Rico Dowdle might be all right, but again, you've got a bunch of situational running backs. I don't like your running back room at all. Your tight end room's all right, but yeah, I don't really care for this team. I'd maybe look at trading one of your top receivers for a decent running back, but right now I think you're at like a 6.5.
Guys, there should never be ever in fantasy football where RJ Harvey goes before Tony Pollard, before a running back one. All right. Harvey is the running back two there. And even if J.K. Dobbins gets hurt, they drafted a third round running back for a reason. Rico Dotto is a running back two there. Kyle Monangai is a running back two there. What I'll say is your wide receivers are phenomenal, bro, but it's a 3 flex league. If we take a look at your flexes that you're playing right now, I know you can't be happy with them because you got Kyle Monangai there in your flex 3 spot, and then you have RJ Harvey and Rico Dotto in your running back squad. So the running backs are cooked. Now, I love your quarterback. I love your wide receivers. I love Olave and DJ Moore here in your flex spots. But Kincaid is also cooked. You took Kincaid here at the 11-6, trying to kind of overcompensate for the lack of tight ends you have. And you took Stranger as well. He drafted a second round blocking tight end. But guess who else was a blocking tight end? I tell this to everybody. Tucker Kraft was also a blocking tight end. And then they made him a receiving blocking tight end. So that means they don't trust Strange fully to block there. So be careful with that. Your tight ends are on the weaker side. Your running backs are on the weaker side. You have Zach Charbonnet as your bench one. Zach Charbonnet at the 9-5. You took Charbonnet, who might not play till week 4, till week 5, till week 6, over Jordan Addison, over Jaden Reed, over Rashad White, who could be the running back one, guys. Rashad White could be the running back one this year. I'm not saying that just to say that. He could be the running back one this year. And you chose a running back that's injured, and they also drafted a running back in the first round in that team with Jadarian Price. So I don't like that. Higgins has upside. Mitchell has upside. Branch has upside. Your team does have upside on your bench, but your running backs are cooked. Your bench needs a safe player there, and your flex 3 is cooked. I'm probably going to give this team a 4.2 out of 10, respectfully. Not trying to roast you or anything, just giving you my honest take here. I think in your next draft, you should try to focus. Just try a different strategy. Try maybe grabbing a running back or two before round 4, and then just wait for a quarterback just a little bit before taking somebody there in a 3 flex league. But shout out to you, Browski. I appreciate you for joining in. I appreciate you for being here. T. Bolton wants a review as well. Can you go ahead and take care of his team there at the 111?
Yeah, I'm just sorry. I was just admiring my team.
Oh, where are you now?
Yeah.
All right, I got you,
At
Moogie.
the
Don't worry. Yep, at the 110.
All right.
Oh, no, 111. 111. My bad.
111. All right. I like any team that goes back to back running back to start off. You got 2 good ones. And then you went, this is the way I think it should go. You went running back, and then a lot of wide receivers. I like your wide receiver room. I like your running back room. You got good tight end value. You got a good quarterback. This is a pretty solid team. I'm going to go with a 8.1.
This is a very good team in my opinion. Not only did you get HN and Genty, but you also took Rashad White, who could be the running back one. You took Brian Robinson in case Bijan Robinson gets hurt. Your wide receivers are Ted Ekbuka, Jamo, Romo are very, very good as well. The only weakness I see on the team is the Caleb Williams pick at the 8-2, man. Why are we taking Caleb Williams so early? His situation, you could say, got worse because DJ Moore isn't there anymore. His situation got worse, in my opinion. His situation didn't get better. It got worse. Now, you could make
He
the
should have
argument.
taken Jonathan Brooks.
You could make the argument that, hey, his second year with Ben Johnson's offense, he could be. Guys, it doesn't matter. He lost one of his best wide receivers in that room. Now he has to rely on Luther Burden, Colson Loveland, and Roma Dunze. I'm not saying those aren't good people, but you're taking him at the 8-2. You're taking him over Jaden Daniels, who threw for if it wasn't for injury, he could have been one of the top quarterbacks. Caleb Williams, he finished as the what's the word for it? The quarterback 5, and I took Trevor Lawrence at the 11-7, almost 4 rounds later. And then he finished as quarterback 4. And you could say Trevor Lawrence's situation didn't change at all. He didn't lose any wide receivers there. You know what I mean? So I think
You
he
can
took
say his situation got better.
you could say that as well. So
His receivers are developing.
yeah. With that being said, man, I really think you took Caleb Williams way too early there. I mean, you look at somebody like Justin Herbert, right? He finished as top 10 last year, but he has Mike McDaniel as his offensive coordinator. We saw what Mike McDaniels did with Tua concussion protocol, Tugawolo, whatever his name is. But now, guess what he's going to do with Justin Herbert? It's just a little scary there. If you took somebody else there like Dobbins, Brooks, or somebody else there, your team would have been a lot better. Now, with that being said, your flex 3 is Rachaad White, and I don't think you can trust. As much as I like Rachaad White, I'm saying he's battling for the running back 1. It's not that he has it. So if Rachaad White doesn't win that running back 1 role, you have to trust Mark Andrews, Brian Robinson, Cyrus Allen, Juwan Jennings. That's horrible. I would probably give this team a good 5.7 out of 10, Bolton, because your flex 3 is very, very weak. Your bench is on the weaker side as well because you don't have anybody there I can trust. But your quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight end, flex 1 and 2 is very solid. 5.7 out of 10. All right. With that being said, Mugi wants to review there at the 1-2. Can you go ahead and take care of his team?
Oh, Moogie. Here we
Large
go.
ticket running backs.
All right, Moogie. I don't love the Jeremiah Love pick, and the reason why, to start the season, I don't know how much work he's going to get. It sounds like they're going to mix around. They've got 3 fairly talented running backs. I get that Love would be great for Dynasty, but this year, I don't know how much I love Love. But you did get some good wide receivers. I like Rice and Waddle. Those are 2 very good wide receivers. Parker Washington's good. You took some upside picks. I don't love the Travis Hunter pick, but I mean, at those later rounds, those are kind of your gamble picks. You got Herbert at a good value. I mean, you do have a good team. I think Sam Laporta will turn out to be pretty decent. So I like your team, Moogie. I'm going to go with like a 2.8. I'm sorry, like a 7.8.
Yeah, with Mugi's team, I think he took Jeremiah Love there just to diversify. I know him. I don't think he's taking Jeremiah Love there with happiness there for sure. But the 2 didn't pick. I feel like instead of Waddle, man, if you took DeAndre Swift there, I don't think Frawley would have took Jalen Waddle there. And even if you did, you have Scary Terry on the turn. So I feel like you should have took DeAndre Swift there at the 4.11 and then took Terry McLaurin there at the 5.2. Parker Quije, I know you do that often. Your bench is solid. Your running backs are solid. Your wide receivers are solid. Your quarterback, your tight end is very solid as well. I don't mind this team at all. I'll probably give this team a good 7.9 out of 10. All right. Who else wants to review? I don't think you're allergic to good running backs, absolute unit. I just think you should be taking running backs in better situations. All right. Frawley wants to review. Frawley wants to review there at the 1-6. Can you? Oh no. Frawley at the 1-1. Can you go ahead and take care of his team real quick?
All right. I do like your running back room. I like where you got Judkins. That's a good value there. I should have maybe taken him instead of David Montgomery, but I like David Montgomery, so I took him. I like Neighbors. I know a lot of people are on the fence about him. I was considering taking him over Zay Flowers if he would have came to me there. So obviously you have the best tight end. You have 2 good running backs that I really like. I'm not in love with Swift, and you do not have a single other running back. You better pray to God that you don't have any injuries, things like that. Bye weeks could be tough for you. I like the Cocker pick. I like with the Worthy pick. I mean, you got some really good potential wide receivers there. So maybe you are only starting 2 running backs every week. I like Joe Burrow. So I do like this team. I just wish that you had a 3rd running back that was a little better than Swift. And I wish you had a 4th running back. So that being said, I'm going to give this team a 7.0.
I respect it. I respect it. If we take a look right here, Frawley is going to be in a lot of leagues this year, my brother. Moogie, this is why I love using this website to see who's drafting on my right and who's drafting on my left here. Frawley has a lot of leagues this year, right? If we take a look at how many leagues he has, right? If we go ahead and put his leagues, Frawley isn't going to be in 51 leagues this year, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at his most drafted wide receivers real quick, all right? He does not have Jalen Waddle anywhere on this board. Anywhere. Anywhere. He has never drafted Jalen Waddle. He has never even touched or sniffed. He hasn't sniffed Jalen Waddle, all right? As you can see, he hasn't. I'm searching his. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, none. Waddle, none. Zero. Nada. Not even in one league. So, in my opinion, if you guys are drafting next to someone, definitely look up who's on your left and who's on your right. Because if on your left, damn, oh yeah, yeah, I know. I know how Frawley drafts. That's why I told you, I don't think he's gonna take Waddle there, because I drafted with him a lot. But that's why when you draft with people, you want to see who's on your right, who you want to see who's on your left, and how they draft. And usually, what I do when I'm like in competitive, like really competitive, so I go here and take a look at it. Wilson has the most drafted wide receiver. It's crazy. It is crazy. Yeah, I agree. He has Rice, Travis Hunter, Jalen Coker, Alec Pierce, KC, Cortland Sutton. But this is just a simple tool of where, if you think a certain player is going to go at a certain place, go ahead and see how much of them they have and, go from there. But with that being said, man, shout out to everybody. I believe that's everybody that we reviewed. Chad, I appreciate you for being here, broski. I love you.
Hey, by the way,
yeah.
What do you think of my team?
Chad, all right, let's take a look at your team real quick, all right? I'll give you an honest review here. All right. Your quarterback is very, very good. McCaffrey and David Montgomery gave great running backs. Nico Zay, elite wide receivers there. Kyle Pitts is going to be a good tight end. Terry McLaurin, Tony Pollard, and Josh Downs should be amazing flex players for you. The only problem I have is Josh Downs. What's his role going to be when Alec Pierce is going to be healthy? Then you have Aaron Jones, Mahomes. I think your bench is very weak. Very weak. Very, very weak. The reason for that is because when Alec Pierce comes back, even if he doesn't, even if he comes back, week 3, week 4, week 5, the more games Aaron Jones plays, the more likely he's going to be injured. And bye week start at week 5. So if Aaron Jones there's a chance where Aaron Jones might not even last to week 5. You know what I mean? When the bye weeks start happening. So then you're going to have to rely on Patrick Mahomes. You already have a quarterback. You don't need Patrick Mahomes there. Kenyon Sadiq, you have Brock. So you can only rely on Kenyon Sadiq and Malik Washington there when the bye weeks happen, when you have an injury. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You know what I mean? In my opinion, I would have took Jordan. If I need a starter, I would take Aaron Jones.
My bench is thin. I will agree with that.
Like so for example, let's just say you didn't have Josh
Here's what
Downs.
I'm hoping for.
Go ahead.
I'm really hoping that there is well, I never wish this upon anyone, but I hope the big name quarterback goes down and that I can trade one of these quarterbacks that's been productive for a decent potential flex player.
Yeah. You definitely can, but quarterback value is very hard to gauge, especially with so many quarterbacks being available in the flex. Like I got Dart, in the waivers. I got Dart last year in the waivers, guys, in almost every league of mine, and he was doing decent for me. You know what I mean? So there's some decent value there. It's just, in my opinion, let's just say you had an empty flex 3, right? I wouldn't mind Aaron Jones playing in that empty flex 3. Because Aaron Jones is going to get you those numbers, but the problem is he's going to get hurt. So in my opinion, if I'm having a bench player, I would rather take Jordan Mason over Aaron Jones, because Jordan Mason, for the long term, when the bye weeks come, when the injuries do come, I can plug in Jordan Mason, because I feel like long term Jordan Mason will be better because he'll be healthier than Aaron Jones. But that's how I'm thinking of that. But with that being said, I'll probably give this team a solid 7.6 out of 10 because of how thin your bench is.
Good thing benches don't get points.
That is true, but good thing there's bye weeks and injuries. All right, my brother. Right. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Wadi, Moogie, Absolute Unit, Laser, Ryan. Shout out to Calvin. Shout out to Hoff. Shout out to Skeet. Shout out to everybody for chatting with us, man. Shout out to Frawley, Moogie, Pickens, Absolute Unit, Ryan, Jason, Mook, T-Bonester, T-Bolton, Cloak, and big shout out to Chad for co-hosting with us, brother. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for co-hosting with us, and I hope you have a great rest of your night, broski.
What are you doing next?
25 if you want to join in.
Can you do a 25 Superflex tight end premium.
Right after
before I
this
go
one.
to bed.
Right after this one, I can if you wanna.
I'm not gonna be awake that
Oh
long.
shit, bros, because I already started this one and people already paid.
Oh.
I know. But
All right.
yeah, if you want to join up, let me know, broski.
All right.
All right. I hope you have a good night.
Bye.
Goodbye, bye. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Wadi, thank you as well for chatting with us, man. It was fun. Thank you guys. We're doing a 25 after this, so if you guys want to join that one, you guys are more than and welcome to. If I don't see you guys, have a great rest of your night, guys. God bless, and make